I love the way you see the world, Marie.
So first of all, I want to thank you for this movie because it made me think there is a lot of question in this movie. No answer, but a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
And maybe the biggest one is, who is Malcolm without Mary and Mary without Malcolm? And I think that it's something that in this time we all ask ourselves, who am I without, like, my work, for example, during this pandemic time, it's really crazy. So just wanted to know if this movie was your answer, your personal answer to this question.
I think what you said is really beautiful, and I think sort of spot on. Who are we without the people in our lives that make us better, that challenge us, that force us to be the best versions of ourselves? And what happens when we fail to acknowledge those contributions that we give to one another? I think that's something that I've thought a lot about. And it's also, I think, in the spirit of how we made this movie, where I'm not just working with, Zendaya as an actor. I'm working with her as a producer, as a true collaborator, as a co-financier of this movie. I'm working with a crew that I feel the same way about, that we're a family. John David Washington as a collaborator, as a producer, as an actor, a financier. So and who are we without one another? And what happens if we don't acknowledge one another? I think it's one of the biggest issues that are facing, that face couples, no matter what industry they're in. I think it also is been an ongoing discussion and problem within Hollywood. And it's also at the heart of this film, and the resentment that builds when you don't acknowledge the people you love.
And I think it kind of forced all of us to kind of look at that. And I know I was dealing with that, like, who is Zendaya without this thing that I've kind of based my life around. And I think, what's really interesting about these characters is, I think it's kind of like an ongoing dialogue. I don't think I found the answer in these past few months. And I don't know if I'll ever find the answer, but I'm always constantly questioning and figuring out, and I think that maybe is a little bit of Malcolm's problem of what kind of Marie says. She's like, you never stop to question and think to yourself, how can you be a better partner? And, I think this film allows all of us to kind of look at these people, acknowledge the things maybe good and bad that might be similar to these people, and deal with that and kind of talk about that. And even if it's kind of sometimes uncomfortable, I think, our job is not to necessarily judge these people, because there's parts of, I think, all of us in these characters, so
Definitely.
It's not to judge them, but to instead, like, find the commonalities and go, and question it and talk about it. And I think that's why it's so tough, even for me, to pick a side, to decide whether or not I think they should be together or not, because I think it's an ongoing dialogue and conversation. It's never supposed to be, this is who I am, without this work, or this is what I've learned, or this is the side I'm on, or that's, it's not really the point. The point is to continue to question things and to continue to push yourself to be better and ask these questions of yourself and maybe of your partner. Because, I know that every day I can be a better collaborator, I can be a better actor, a creative, I can push myself, I can do better at acknowledging the people that I love, So I think for me, at least, it's about never really settling at, I found the answer and here we are, and that's just it. It's about kind of continuing to search for something a little bit deeper than that, and not really being happy with an answer, maybe.
Since I'm in my kitchen right now and I'm Italian, I feel that it was really, really honest that Marie cooked the mac and cheese, which is really, it's crazy because people think the Hollywood star have these fancy dinners, and then you have reality, which you can actually, relate to. So just really quick, what was the craziest food that you had after a premiere? Do you remember? Maybe mac and cheese as well?
After the Emmys, my friend was there who makes the best pancakes in the world, and it was nighttime, and she hooked us up all some pancakes. So I ate pancakes at night after the Emmys.
Yeah. Anytime I go out to anything and come back home at 1 or 2 in the morning, I'm always, trying to make a microwave pizza, a mac and cheese, trying to get fast food. I just want to eat. I just want to eat like some trashy food,
Hold on to me for dear life.